Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Philadelphia 76ers delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away. The first chapter begins against the Dallas Mavericks. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to... You look at Dallas. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the final.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Exum, and it's Flagg in at the small forward.
Emphatic finish by Cooper Flagg. Boy, is he intense.
Embiid against Lively. Embiid, the pass to the captain. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Flagg. By Simmons. To the middle. Here's Irving. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And this has been a truly remarkable postseason for them. 12 straight wins. No losses on the board. I mean, they've gotten exactly where they wanted to go. The NBA Finals.
And at this point, who was going to bet against them? They've made stringing together playoff wins look easy. And the one thing you always got to be careful of is how different the NBA Finals are from every series you've played so far. This is going to be the absolute biggest challenge they faced. And we may see this group in a much more competitive series here in the finals. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's Exum. Pass the Flagg. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Maxey. Irving can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Three-pointer by Embiid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A big man with big-time range. Good to see Embiid cash in from deep.
Maxey against Irving. Here's the 3. And Flagg gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Flagg's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Embiid can't convert the two-handed jam.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Pass to Irving. Over Maxey. Irving misses.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Nick Nurse. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet can be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Maxey. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Paul George. Russell kicks to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Christie with the screen for Washington. Outside Russell from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's the captain. 11 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Kyrie Irving.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Dallas making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Irving's checked in for Williams. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Here's Tarlock. A three-pointer is right on target. The captain's got 14.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. So looking it over. Outside Irving. Over Lowry. And that one's good. Irving's got his second bucket.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3-level.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
The 76ers with some changes. The captain's checked in for Maxey. Edwards comes in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kyle Lowry. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for Italy, Washington and Gafford. Irving is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, you can't teach size, just the old expression of Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
Here's Tarlock. He gets that one. The captain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Out left to the wing. Gafford finds Russell. Pocket 6. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got his first points of the night.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Simmons passes to the captain. From outside the arc, the 76ers another 3.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Mavericks making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 17-point game. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Philadelphia's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Irving against Oubre. The kick out to Irving. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
Here's Drummond. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Russell, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
Irving looking for an opening. That's tipped. The drive by Simmons. And he makes good on the layup. Simmons got his first bucket in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And stolen by Drummond. There's 1:47 left in the first half of basketball. The captain with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Paul George comes in for Edwards. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively. He's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Clyde comes in for Washington. And it's Exum in for Irving. Exum passes to Davis. Oh, good with the triple.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Nailed from three-point land.
What a boost to have Kyle Lowry running the show. Selfless, smart, and always looking to create.
And here is Davis. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Grimes passes to the captain. Back to Grimes. Over to the wing. Here's Tarlock. Hits the three-point bomb. The captain's got 37.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Up top, Russell. Now recovering. Pass to Davis. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're thinking about the shot. Nice catch. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half.
If you can't stop anybody, you can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided. And looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. They're right where they want to be in the series, but perhaps a bit of a let. And that about wraps it up. And
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We got Ben Simmons, the captain, out there with Embiid. Then it's Paul George, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Irving, good.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
Bounce pass, Maxey. The captain passes to George. Sinks the three-pointer.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Irving with the ball. Maxey covering. Exum's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Turlock. The 76ers another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Pass the flag. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Drills the three-pointer. 49 points for the captain.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
It's Exum on the wing. Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Dallas again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the basket is good.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Now, flag. Now, here's Davis. To the inside. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big. Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Oubre comes in for Simmons. Edgecombe, he's checked in for George. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Maxey. And Dallas also making a switch. Russell, he's checked in for Exum. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Well, you look at the captain, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Derek Lively.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. B.J. Washington comes in for Flag. And it's Marshall in for Irving. Now here is Davis. He's tightly guarded. Washington sets the pick for Russell. 5 to shoot. Gallus again missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Turlock. And another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Lowry against Russell. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The Mavericks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Russell against Lowry. Outside Russell. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so it's Philadelphia holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. D'Angelo Russell out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the 76ers call time here. Here's Philadelphia. Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the triple. 65 points for the captain.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, the lob to Irving. And even 3-on-3 break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Gafford with the steal. Over in the corner, Marshall. Off target from outside.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Here's Turlock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Pass to Gafford. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. No good from Irving. Here's Turlock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Daniel Gafford. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Flag is checked in for Marshall. And it's Dante Exum in for Russell. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Exum. It's intercepted. Pass to Drummond. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now here's Embiid. Beyond the arc. He got it again. Sensational.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Flag with it to stop the run. Lively. And Lively able to finish.
The activity and the energy of Lively, it's so hard to contain him off the offensive window.
Here's Turlock, and again for three. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Irving up top, guarded by Simmons. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Here's the captain. He's defended by Exum. Bangs on the trifecta.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the captain, started by Davis, and he makes that one.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Left side, Davis. Shot clock at 5. Dallas, no good that time either.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game one.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the captain.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
The captain, no good. Irving against Lowry. Irving passes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Here's Turlock. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, our player of the game, the captain.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The 76ers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Dallas Mavericks. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals.
We look at Dallas.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The 76ers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Mavericks. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Dallas Mavericks. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Max Christie. And it's Flag in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. Paul George is out there with Maxey. And there's the captain. And it's Embiid in at the center position. You take a look at the Mavericks. So we know Game 1 didn't go their way, but they've shown resilience on their journey to the final.
A 7-game series is a chess match of adjustments. So they're down now, but they'll be a completely different team tonight. Only question is, will it be enough to stave off an 0-2 start?
Connects from three-point range.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Drops in the tray.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here is Irving. In the corner, it's Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Fast break, here we go. From past the arc. Maxey, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Irving. Here's Flag. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got 5.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Flag, defended by George. Back to Irving. Over Maxey. Another miss by Irving.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Maxey passes to the captain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Dallas. Embiid with the steal. The captain passes to Embiid. And it's Flag with the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Will it go? And it's Davis missing. The 76ers leading by 6. Embiid, the pass to the captain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Simmons, a screen on Davis. Outside, Maxey. Simmons passes to Lowry. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Irving dishes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Inside, Davis has the upper hand. His height makes getting to his shot that much easier.
Fires the three. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 17 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Back to Russell. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Offensive rebound. Irving for three. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Look, he is a 50-40-90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
The captain with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Irving against Maxey. Shoots from 12. Irving misses. Here's Tarlock.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. 76ers lead by 12. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
They've got Drummond. Watford out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. The captain's checked in for the 76ers. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Well, you look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now Marshall. Down low. It's blocked. Lets the three fly. The captain, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Washington. Gafford kicks to Russell. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The captain with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in, and Jared McCain subbed in for Trendon Watford. And Dallas with a change here too. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Russell. Marshall with it, now defended by Oubre. And on the way from Irving for 3. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
He drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Davis. Rebounded by the captain.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch
of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Irving. Marshall passes to Gafford. And the layup's good off the glass. Gafford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Fires from deep. Another three for Philadelphia.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Lowry against Irving. From the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. And this group executing a postseason story that's truly remarkable. 13 wins in a row. They've swept 3 teams and now have a 1-game advantage in the NBA Finals.
And they clearly have the momentum, right? And this is where you want to peak. When you go this long without losing, that builds even more confidence. And I'll tell you what, this game tonight is a critical one. If they win again and go up 2-0, they just might be paving their way to that Larry O'Brien trophy.
A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Clyde comes in for Davis. Christie subbed in for Najee Marshall. And the 3-ball is good.
Such great feel for the game and where his teammates are. Maxey letting his basketball IQ take over.
It's deflected, and there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw good from Washington. Washington hits them both. 56 seconds left in the first half. This one for 3. The 76ers another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass the flag. Lively sends a screen for Washington. Inside. And finished off by Lively.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
The captain with the bucket.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lively a screen on Maxey. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to the captain. Back to Maxey. Here's the captain for the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so it's Philadelphia, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from the measuring up that shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hey everybody, a large Game 1 deficit for the Dallas Mavericks.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you! Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Their chance in... And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to...
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. And it's small and powerful. It'll be flagged in Davis. Backs Christie out there with Irving. And it's Lively in at the 5 spot. Lively a screen on Maxey. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Well, you look at the captain. He's absolutely deadly from outside. Philadelphia shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And another one.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The captain with the bucket.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Davis. To end the run. Just 5 on the clock. Irving for 3. No good. Some solid defense from Maxey. Simmons, a screen on Davis. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
So often Simmons is the one making the pass. This time, he's on the finishing end.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Christie. In the corner, it's flagged. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one's good by Davis.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And good! He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Back to Irving. Looking to get it going. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 13 points. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Mavericks.
D'Angelo Russell.
It's stolen by Davis. Russell finds Christie. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And finished off by Lively.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Davis. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Christie can't make it. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's the captain. Non-stop scoring machine here. Hits it from 3-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Good on the triple.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass the flag. Here's Lively. Now flag from downtown. Maxey grabs the miss. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Pass to Lively. Here's Christie. Here's Flag. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the captain. He's guarded by Russell. Tarlock. And another one falls.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Pass to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 11.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
They get wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot-around right now. We got to stay in their body. They just getting shots after shot. Wide open shots, and our shots are all contested.
Jason Kidd not very happy there, as you could tell, pointing somewhat to the effort of his guys and the lack of it that they're giving on the floor right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not being serious about it. Missing assignments, losing focus, that's not how you're going to get it done.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Andre Drummond is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Lowry. And it's Edgecombe in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The 76ers with some changes. The captains check in for Oubre. Paul George comes in for Edgecombe. And Simmons subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The three. Drills it from outside.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Maverick shooting 43% from the floor. With the step back, here's Russell going inside.
Oh, there's Russell flashing that quickness. This is why his guys encourage him to attack the rack, because he does have that speed.
Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Davis. Out to Russell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Washington missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Tarlock. And got it! Another basket.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Davis setting the pick for Russell. And it's slammed in by Davis.
In case you haven't been watching his entire career, it is tough to contain Davis when he is on a roll. He's got a physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
And again for three.
Unbelievable shooting. And he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in a playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range. So fun to watch. Putting on a show on the big stage. Here's Russell. Pass to Washington. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
Love the selfless approach from Russell. His teammates appreciate when he finds them uncovered.
Got that one up quick.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Marshall. Russell, a screen on George. Here's Marshall. It's hauled in by George. 76ers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 and connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Kyrie Irving. Allie, what's his status?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Mavericks was able to update me on the situation.
Good, another from three.
Never resting on his laurels. He has once again put on a clinic, breaking his own record for second most triples all time in a playoff game.
Putting on a clinic indeed. You know, when he gets in a zone like this, it's exhilarating to watch. At least for us it is. I've got to assume it feels just about the opposite for anybody tasked with slowing him down. Another one goes. Incredible.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G. I know this, though. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's the 76ers with the ball.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close, another bucket! Wow!
And he's equaled second all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
A tremendous offensive display, Greg. This crowd on the edge of their seats. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He throw good, Russell.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And so Russell hits them both. 17 seconds left in the game. Drummond with a screen on Davis. Hits it again. Wow!
And he continues to move the needle, breaking his own record for the second highest points total in a playoff game. This man is on a mission.
He is a man on a mission. He just keeps going. Extra motivated to come up big in the biggest games. He has certainly done that tonight. A performance that will be remembered for a long, long time. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game, the captain.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Philadelphia 76ers coming to Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire to push them to a third straight victory. The scenery changing to hostile ground as they face off against the Dallas Mavericks. The NBA postseason coming up next.
It's been an uneven start to these NBA Finals with the series at 2-0. Now, Game 3.
You take a look at Philadelphia. They took care of business at home. Now they look to steal one or both on the road.
And it won't be easy, BA, because they know their opponent is desperate and can't afford to lose on their home floor. This game is going to be good.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's the captain in at the 4-man spot. Russell a screen on George. Outside Davis. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, if you're going to foul Davis, you better make it a hard one. AD is so strong.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Lively. Rejected by George.
That's just staying with your man, anticipating what he's thinking, and great instincts on the block from Paul George.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Embiid. To the paint. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Over his time in the league, Maxey has really improved his playmaking.
Russell against Maxey. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And their historic playoff run could continue here tonight. 14 wins so far. Can they make it 15 and stay undefeated in the postseason?
I gotta say, I think they can. The way they've been sweeping teams out of their way, they're more like janitors than basketball stars. Just an incredible run so far, and it's hard to imagine it coming to an end now.
Davis misses.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, I told my guys to get as physical as they want, adding, he's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive. Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Oubre, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. Mavericks trail by 11. Now Russell. Davis a screen. 6 to shoot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Davis has got 5 points.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. .156 left to play in the first. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. Second team foul. 1:51 left in the opening quarter. Davis down low. Simmons defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Russell.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
Pass to the captain. Screen by Embiid. The captain. Pass to Embiid. Here's the captain. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. The captain's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
From outside the arc. And the 76ers another three.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Flag. Davis looking it over. Good D by Simmons. Philadelphia leading by 15. Here's the captain. And the 76ers another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Thompson, no good. Pass to Simmons. Here's the captain. And the 76ers another three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They need this. No good, off the front rim. Lowry finds Embiid from deep three-point range, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Philadelphia sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Max Christie is out there with Williams, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Making a change here. Hardy's checked in. The Sixers lead by 21. Pass to the captain. From downtown. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Washington. Hardy. Simmons defending. Releases. Hardy's shot is good. Hardy's got his first bucket in this one. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's the captain. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Hardy. The captain with a rebound. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. The three ball. Good. Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Timeout. Timeout called. The Mavericks. Different look for Dallas. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Washington. Flag comes in for Marshall. And Russell is subbed in for Hardy. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Russell against Simmons. Russell the pass to Davis. Again the miss by the Mavericks. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
pure from three-point range. Davis has got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less.
Awesome! Hammers it home.
So nice.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
D'Angelo Russell taking 2 shots.
Free throws good from Russell.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Gordon's checked in. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Third, Derek Lively.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's the captain. Connects from downtown. The captain's got 45 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Davis. Again, the miss by Dallas. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's the captain. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. The captain's got 48.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Thompson. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Big-time denial by Ben Simmons. Protect the rim. Wow.
Embiid, a screen on Davis. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Lively. From 12 feet, Davis. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Puts up a 3. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pass to Flag. And here is Thompson. Outside Davis. Takes it inside. And finished off by Davis.
It's not easy to get in Davis's path on the drive. That's a lot coming your way.
Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Davis. Simmons against Russell. Now Davis. 4-3. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. The 76ers making a switch here.
Paul George. Tyrese Maxey.
19 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's the captain, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Here's Russell. Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Russell from outside. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential really sticks out. It's one of the ways they overwhelm you. Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been at their best when it's mattered most, and here they are in the finals, leading the series and looking very confident.
You wonder what this team was made of? They showed up in the first half, showed everybody, left it all on the court.
Yeah, they've been clinical in how they've gone with this approach. Relentless, determined. They keep this up, can they? I'm not even sure. But they got a chip on their shoulder, no question.
You can't downplay the passion they've shown on the floor. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. And Russell's got the ball here for the Mavs. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's the captain in at the 4. Thompson's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope.
Oh, wow. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. They get it back. So it's Philadelphia now. Embiid, a screen on Lively. The captain, pass to Maxey. Stolen by Davis. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Christie's checked in for Russell.
Numeral 00, Max Christie.
The Mavericks shooting only 23% so far. Out to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Simmons.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
The captain. And another one!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Christie against Maxey. And blocked! That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they've talked about at halftime, it's not working.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Christie against Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Flag. Clock at 6. To stop the run. Count it. Flag's got his first 2 points of the night.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Here's the captain. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Flag. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Thompson, no good.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Outside Simmons. Here's the captain. There's the 3. Yes! And that's Simmons with the assist. The captain's got 11 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Christie finds Davis. and he banks in the layup. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
Oh, that's exactly the kind of physicality you want to see from Davis.
Here's the captain. Hits yet again. Wow.
3 points.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. On the wing, Davis. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey passes to the captain. George for 3. Sinks it from distance. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Maxey against Christie. Off target on the 15-footer.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
George passes to Embiid. Here's the 3. And the 76ers another 3.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Davis. Looking to win the run. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And here's Flagg outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The 76ers have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor.
Anthony Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws. Dallas has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Washington's shot is good.
Well, athletic, long, P.J. Washington on the interior. Yeah, that's a pretty good bet.
Here's the captain. He got it again. Sensational. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Davis. Pass to Washington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Kelly Oubre picks one out.
Yeah, good whistle there.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one misses. And so it's Philadelphia showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Philadelphia calls time here.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on D'Angelo Russell. What have they told you, Allie?
Hey, guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Boy, this is where you need everyone in your support system to be around him and be encouraging, because this is going to be a long road to recovery.
Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Williams. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
On target from range.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Marshall. To halt the run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Philadelphia has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Washington's shot is good.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's the captain. And got it! Another basket!
90 points! A legendary performance!
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Washington outside. Williams a screen on Oubre. To the inside. Here's Davis. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Simmons with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. The captain. Misses the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Williams with it. Davis a screen. Williams passes to Davis. Here's the captain. Check by Davis. Beyond the arc. And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Williams looking around. Pass to Washington. Williams against Simmons. From 13, Williams misses. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 18-4 run. Here's the captain. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight. And with Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series about wrapped up, you have to applaud the remarkable effort we saw on the floor tonight. A well-deserved win for the 76ers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this win will put them on the cusp of a championship. Just one more victory needed to raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
And I don't think anything will stand in the way of that happening. They have been so determined and so focused throughout this postseason. They're on a mission, and there's no way they're backing down now.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the captain.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Washington, a screen on Simmons. Washington, right side. Lets it go from deep. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Flag. Fires for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's the captain. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The 76ers have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Mavericks? Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Simmons, Tyrese Maxey out there with George. Then there's the captain, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Klay Thompson is out there with Williams, and it's Washington in at the 3. You take a look at the 76ers. Now that they're up 3 games to none in this series, what's the hardest thing about these potential closeout games?
Not thinking you already have that Larry O'Brien trophy, because that's how you get yourself in trouble and potentially draw this series out more than it has to be.
And so here is Dallas. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Washington passes to Thompson. Lively high post. The kick out to Williams. Misses the 3. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Williams with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Floats one. Outside for Davis. 3-pointer. Good D by Embiid.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to the captain. The shot's good on the assist by George. The captain's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of this from Davis, playing above the rim.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Washington. There's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Williams. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Thompson in the corner. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Thompson. Launches it. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And the 76ers with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run is giving them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for Ben Simmons. And Gordon subbed in for Maxey. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Davis for 3. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Now here's Williams. scoreless thus far. To the paint, here's Lively, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
A different look for Dallas. Flag is checked in for P.J. Washington, and it's Hardy in for Williams. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Tarlock. The 76ers another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Hardy. Pass to Flag. Now here's Davis. Six to shoot. Misses the layup.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Now here's Hardy. Now recovering. Davis with a screen on Lowry. Hardy tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Now here's Hardy. Tight defense on him. Shot to stop the run. It's deflected. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Tries a three off the inbound. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
This postseason's dead-eye shooter. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Well, you look at the captain. He's absolutely deadly from outside. The 76ers leading by 22. Flag is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Dante Exum. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Simmons. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's the captain.
Oh! That's as good as it gets.
Woo! The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Edwards against Christie. Pass to Marshall. 5 on the clock. And it's flag missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And a phenomenal postseason journey for him, culminating here tonight with a chance to go to 16-0 in the playoffs and to win an NBA championship. Never been done before.
Yeah, wouldn't that be incredible? I mean, Kevin, the 16-1 marks of the Kobe and Shaq 2001 Laker team, and then the Warriors in 17. are the only teams to lose just once. No one has ever gone 16-0. If these guys win tonight, they'll be making history on multiple levels.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Anthony Davis is checked in for Marshall. Washington comes in for Max Christie. And it's Williams in for Exum. Here's Tarlock, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Here's Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The 76ers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
It's tipped. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 35.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Williams finds Davis. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Hey, I know AD can step outside, but when he operates around the hoop, it really breaks down a defense.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Mavericks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Williams kicks to Washington. In then Washington with the dunk.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Flag sets a screen for Williams. Williams double team. Pass to Flag. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Flag's got his second bucket of the night.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flag. The response, that 3 right back at you.
Tarlock. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Now Flag. High post, Davis. Shoots from the line, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Outside, Davis. Here's Flag, covered by Watford. Unloads and misses it off the right side of the rim. A 3 from Simmons. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Fires away from outside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an out.
It starts with their rebounding. They're controlling the glass. That gives you those extra possessions.
Yeah, they're doing the dirty work, plain and simple.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been at the... Thanks for spending halftime.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got George. Ben Simmons is out there with the captain. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 6 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Tarlock. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. On the wing, Thompson. No good from outside. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Three-pointer by Embiid. A rebound by Washington. The Mavericks shooting the ball for just 28%. Thompson dishes to Williams. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Lively. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Beautiful lob to Embiid, and he goes right up on time and throws it down.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Thompson. 17-foot shot on the way. And another basket for Dallas.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
The captain, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Davis. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Davis with a screen on Maxey. Williams finds Davis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 8 points for Davis.
Now, how many times have we seen AD run this action? He sets a screen to get open. Davis making it look so easy.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 55 points for the captain.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Williams passes to Davis.
2 minutes.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And Thompson launches it from deep, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Tarlock. Again, what an avalanche.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And they get it outside for Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Flag is checked in for Dallas. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Oubre comes in for Ben Simmons. Edgecombe, he's checked in for George. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. The 76ers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. stolen by Washington. Now flag over Lowry, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers able to put on a And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's small and power forward. It'll be Flagg and Davis. Najee Marshall's out there with Christie. And it's Gafford in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Timeout called the 76ers. Go for a different look here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Drummond. The captain comes in for Trendon Watford. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Oubre. And George is subbed in for Edgecombe.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Christie the pass to Gafford. Here's Flagg. Guarded by Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
He's just a natural scorer. The defense reacting to that pump from Davis.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
And he nails the third.
Well, one of the more versatile bigs in this league. AD can guard anyone and can attack from anywhere on the floor. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The Mavericks shooting a low 30% mark from the field. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. And Philadelphia calls time here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Then for the 76ers, Bonus checked in, and Trendon Watford subbed in for Paul George. Connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. On the wing, Davis. It off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Fires for three, and again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
It's Davis on the wing. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Tarlock. The 76ers another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Lively. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered closely. Releases. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Pass to Davis. Dallas moving it around. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could taste that championship. There just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the captain.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And that one falls for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Flag. Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Williams in for Max Christie. And the 76ers also making a change. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Lively finds Davis. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, if AD gets space from deep, he is not going to hesitate to let it fly.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And here is Williams. And Davis now top of the key. Lets it go from deep. And they've done it. The Philadelphia 76ers have won the NBA championship.
Thanks for making tonight's game one of your...
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
This time, direct your attention to center court for the award ceremony. Let's get the building loud. Make some noise for your NBA champion, your Philadelphia 76ers. Your head coach is Nick Nurse. the NBA champion, your Philadelphia.
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Phoenix Suns. This is Brian Anderson.